There we go. Oh, and thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Okay, so Loretta is the person who's the expert on ocean currents. Hello. Yes? I need your guidance at sea. Oh, you're going to the Cerulean Sea? And McGruff is going with you too? Huh. I should help out, shouldn't I? But it's a long journey. Your train would need the proper amenities before I say yes. I need to sit comfortably or these old bones will do me a world of hurt. Relatable. Make sure you have a comfy seat on your train, then come see me. Loretta insists that I place a fancy seat on my train. Okay, but I also know Loretta is the one I need to talk to about getting a fishing rod, and I don't know how to initiate that conversation. What's up? Shh. You'll scare away the fish. Who am I kidding? I've been trying for ages with no luck. Maybe, would you like to try? You might be luckier than me. Yeah, I'd like to try my luck. Splendid. Here, you can borrow my old fishing rod. Look for activity in the water before casting your line. If you manage to catch anything, please show me. I would love to see it. Okay, I think this is how we get the fishing rod, which I could have done ages ago, and I think I messed up. Oh, wait, fishing rod? Okay. I think I could have done this a while ago, but you kind of have to talk to her randomly, and then eventually you get the quest. But this is the last tool that I need to fill my toolkit. What the hell? It's a book. I fished up a book. I mean, it's better than a boot. Yes? I caught something. My old fishing guide. It has some really useful tips and tricks for improving your angling. Yeah, but it's been underwater all this time. Yeah, Kosam, right? However, I think we scared off most of the fish here. Why not try your luck elsewhere? Nothing like sitting by a large body of water waiting for something to bite to calm you down. That is true. Like, I have not gone fishing since I was, like, in my teens. But it is a nice... It's nice. You can keep my old rod. I have no use for it. Happy fishing. Okay, so we finally unlocked all the tools. Finally. Oh, we should probably leave your fishing rod here. Sorry. Oh. Because I have caught some fish, and so far I don't really know what to do with them aside from eat them or display them. So... And, you know, since we are sort of animal people, I assume that we just go like Gollum with the fish, and we just go to town on it. Okay, so we have to build a fancy seat. Let's go... To do a fancy seat, we need to go to Holst, and we need 3 wood, 2 metal, 3 fabric, and 1 stone. I've got enough fabric. Exactly. All right. So we got to go to my dude at Hammerweld Station, I think. Yeah. So we got to go a ways away. We got to ride like the wind. It is just pre-sushi, and I have not been for sushi in a while, and I would love to go for sushi. One of the places that I used to go is a restaurant downtown, and every day they have sushi happy hour, so their sushi is half price. And at first I was like, oh, I don't know, but I would actually, the chefs are there making the sushi on demand, so it's not like they took the grocery store sushi out of the back and did the thing. I have not had a lot of ceviche, so I would like more ceviche so I could truly make up my mind. So right now I would say sushi, but I would definitely like to have more ceviche so I could try. Maybe I should figure out where in DC I should go to try ceviche. But also, I had a terribly suburban upbringing, so, like, even when I tell my parents that I like sushi, they're like, what? Do you really, like, you know, my parents were surprised to learn that I could make chopsticks. Like, I could use chopsticks. So I'm like, yeah, I is very suburban. You thought ceviche was a drink. No? Ceviche is the fish that uses the citric acid of what it's in to cook it. You could try. Kelly, hold on. There's another thing I gotta put up. I gotta open up a Google window for that. Ooh, pickling marinade of lemon juice, fresh coconut, green onion, salt, and spicy hot peppers. Ooh. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Hey, Kay, welcome on in. I like poke. I do like that. We went to a really good place in Philly, which again, the place we went is not close to the convention center, so it's unlikely that we would go because the place we went is actually quite far from PAX Unplugged, so we're probably not going to do that. But there is a really good place that we went for lunch that's down the street from PAX Unplugged, and I'm really hoping we can go again because their lunchtime special was amazing. I was full like all day. It was great. We have a ways to go. So let's load up on coal and bring your friends. So yeah, in my PAX Unplugged, like one like is one lukewarm take. I've mentioned that like I don't like going to Reading Terminal Station during convention weekends, and like Chinatown is just like another block or two away, as are other good places a block or two away. Also, you know, if you're there for a while, you could just have someone deliver something to the corner. But to definitely try more places in Philly. Not that Reading Terminal Market isn't bad. It's delicious. It's just too crowded for me. So it's the kind of thing where I go in. If I'm gonna go super early in the morning for like the bakery, stuff like that. Or super like right around closing, I'm gonna go to pick up like a sandwich or something for the evening. But in general, no. The places that I stay when I'm there have like they have an entire kitchen set up. So it's easy for me to get something and make it later. But yeah, I am looking forward. Like I'm already getting a little bit excited now that it is 3.5 months away. 3.5 months away. I'm getting a little excited, and I do have some FOMO for, like, I got some FOMO for Gen Con and PAX and all those, and I just deal with it. Except, you know, like I said, the FOMO is also like, it's FOMO, but it's also FOOM. Like I am fucking out of money, so I can't go to these places. So, yeah. And it stinks because, like, you know, like I talk about, sometimes it's just to say hi to your friends. Other times you may be able to get like an opportunity or something out of it. It's hard to say, but yeah, it really just kind of like, I would like to be able to do more, and I can't always do more. Okay, so I can get some black fabric here. And then let's go... Oh, we don't have a shortcut there because it's just up the hill, right? Yeah. Let's go make a fancy seat. If we have enough, we can make 2. The problem is, like, at some point, I'm going to have to stack more seats in the car. Okay, fancy seat. For a fancy seat, I need 3 wood. So let's just go Oh, no, you know what? It's a fancy seat. Do we have rosewood? We don't have enough rosewood, so we'll use cherry. And then, since it's fancy, we can use gold. And we'll use... For fabric, we will use black fabric. And then for the stone, we use black marble. Nice. Look at that fancy ass seat. Now the problem is I need to have 2 because otherwise, what's the point? So I'm going to mix fabrics. I don't know what happens when you mix fabrics. I think nothing happens when you mix fabrics. Okay, you can be aged copper, because I don't use enough aged copper. Green onyx to go with the aged copper. And then... fur. Oh, yellow. I wasn't expecting that. So this is something that I have not had time to experiment with because it takes so long to get to the places where you build stuff, is that you do have access and you can make more colors, but you've got to practice, and there's no guide to it, unless like players have put together a guide to what makes what. Okay, so... I'm going to take away the fancy... If you want a fancy seat, this is not like a first class situation. If you want a fancy seat, you're going to have to sit across from someone else. That's what's up. So there. They are very fancy though. Oh, okay, so the fur is like the outside, the aged copper's on the top and on the bottom. But yeah, if I put 2 black and 1 red fabric, it turns yellow. Interesting. Oh, the gem. Okay, wait. The gem is the stand. So the stone is the stand. So the black marble over here underneath. The gold on the design. So it's cute the way that it incorporates what you use into the finished product. So you don't just end up like making the same everything each time. Ooh, enjoy the lurk. Okay, so now... What time is it? Okay, let's go find Devin. Devin's at Cinderdoor Station. Still? Okay, let's go talk to an inventor. Because we're going to prep our train to go underwater or something. We're just waterproofing it. Like, it's not all that. We're just waterproofing it. But they're like, you got to prep your train car. And I like that Loretta said, I refuse to get on your train unless you have a fancy seat. Which, okay, girl. And I saw, I think Alien Traveler, somebody mentioned like doing a bit of a crowdfunding to go to Gen Con, which has occurred to me. But I feel weird about like raising money to get me to go to a convention that doesn't provide a, like, if you giving me, like if I said, hey, okay, like hey, I got cast in something and I can't afford everything, sure. But I would also need the thing that I was cast in to be something that you could watch, like live streamed or recorded later on. So it's hard for me to ask for crowdfunding if you as a viewer in this weird parasocial like way aren't getting something out of that. So yeah, it'd be great to ask, hey, I would love to afford to go to Gen Con, but I can't ask for that without saying, but here's what you get if I go to Gen Con. So that's where my head is. So I just tend to not. So yeah. Because I feel like it's not fair to just be out here like, oh my god, I really wish I could go to Gen Con. Like I mean, I know some people are like that and it's okay, but no, I would need to say like, I'd like to go to Gen Con so I can do this thing that you will then provide, or at least derive some entertainment from. Because otherwise, yeah, I'm just going to Gen Con, which is, nah. I do deserve nice things, and I can work and budget to provide myself with the nice things. I mean, the subscription revenue I get does help. It's just, let's face it, it's not, Twitch ain't paying anybody like a lot here. Hey, Noob. Oh, thank you for the bits. I appreciate that. Does that button work? There we go. So yeah, it is for, and again, this is a very personal thing. I am not commenting on what other people may do, but I would not feel comfortable like saying, hey, I'm just trying to crowdfund to get to Gen Con if I can't also come up with like a presentation or PowerPoint to say, if I go, here's what you as a viewer will get. Like you'll get a daily, I'll do daily live streams, or I'll like do meet and greets or something, like that's something. I need to justify it. Like, what is causing that shadow? Oh, it's the window outside. Okay, I was like, what is that coming from? I'm not going to put coal in because we're almost there. All right. So we'll put in. Okay. We need to talk to an inventor. So, hey, Devin. No, that's Louise. Where's Devin? That's Hattie. Where's Devin? Devin! There it is. Hello. How can I help you? I need to heat-proof my train. I know how to handle heat, but what kind of temperatures are we talking about? Very hot ones. I see. I have something I've been experimenting with. I've been wanting to try it out. Here. Put this on any surface that could come into contact with the heat. Hope it helps. Heat repellent coating. Thanks, pal. That was easy. Okay, apply the heat repellent coating to the interior of the locomotive. Like, that's it? I like heat-proof the train? Sure. Apply heat repellent to heat-proof the train. Use. Ah, there we go. Ooh. The heat repellent coating is applied. Let's trust Devin that it'll work. Wait, I only need it for this car. So anybody else on the car is screwed. But I just need it. Okay, cool. Okay, so let's go back to Loretta and Bear Empire. And See, the thing is, yeah, I think I guess what's going to happen is that the sprites are only going to be in this car and they're not going to be on the actual train car. So that's nice. And thank you, Tony. I would love to have a paid gig. I would love to have a paid gig at any convention. I will also say, having a paid gig still generally doesn't cover a lot of stuff. I can refer to I had a paid D&D game at MagicCon in Chicago, and the money from that maybe covered like some of my air flight there. I think, no, it may have covered the entire air travel, but still, like, if I had been smart, I would have only gone for the days that I was on, and I would have left. That would have been smart, because then I wouldn't have paid a lot for a hotel. But yeah. I just wish that this were more... I wish this were better for everybody involved, I think is what I mostly wish, and it's why sometimes it's been a little disheartening, because I'm like... People should definitely be making more from this, because, you know, we're not sitting on sugar daddies. Like, literally, we're definitely not bouncing on them to be able to afford this life, so... It'd be nice if anybody out there... I'm just saying. But yeah, I don't like passing the burden for something that I want to do for myself to other people to crowdfund. Because it's not like I'm asking for money to survive. I'm not asking for money for like medical treatment or surgeries or rent or food. It just, sometimes that hits my, I want to do something that is fun and frivolous. And so it's very hard for me to say to other people, hey, help me out with this thing. You know. Like, again, if I ask for money for a video game, it's because I'm going to stream it, so you're going to benefit from that. But, yeah. So, yeah, it's just me and my internal massive guilt, I guess. Speaking of, I am fundraising for Trans Lifeline, still fundraising, and if you were going to give somebody money, give your money to Trans Lifeline, because more than ever, people need it. Is it guilt or morals? I mean, personally, I would say morals, but I do not want my saying morals to look like I am looking down on other people that choose otherwise. So I guess it's more it's my personal compass, but that's about it. Oh, I should be putting coal in the engine. Let me go get some coal, because I forgot that. So this is what I need interns on this train. I need a bunch of strappy overall wearing buff masks and femmes who are just running coal back and forth from the engine to the locomotive. That's what I need. Like, and like, because like, you know, technically everybody here is sort of a furry. I feel like that's something that could happen. Hey, old hat, welcome on in. All right, almost there. Tom of Sylvania. Wow. All right, talk to Loretta because we got some nice covers. So let's go. I got a fancy seat on the... Oh, and oh, see, now you're ready. That got you up. You just gonna walk right past... Yeah, you're like, uh-huh, yeah, I got to the train now, so let's go. Mm-hmm. I could have just stood here and she probably would have shown up. Oh, no, okay, she's in the middle of town. Hi there. Yes? There's a comfy seat on the train now. Splendid! I've dug up some old maps that should come in handy. Here you go, dear. I'd like to spend as little time as possible sitting. Could you pick me up once everything is ready? Interesting. I should have just... Okay, that's fine. Like my mom when there was... I thought you said your back hurt. Wow. Okay. I am going to save here. So I'm going to save and then I'm going to save and quit. I'm going to save here because we need to go talk to McGruff, give him the waterproof coating. We've heat-proofed the interior. We'll get Loretta back on the train and we'll go out to the ocean. We may also look and see if there are other side missions we can do.